Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is NoDust here, bringing you first impressions of Tavern Brawl Decks Assemble. So let's hop straight into things without any further ado. Oh, actually, let me turn off. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, so we have a 20 minion cosplay quest and a Warlock quest. So it makes me think that if we can pick Warlock, let's pick Warlock. All right, let's read the description. Decks assemble. All of Azeroth wants to brawl for you. Start with a small deck, recruit as you go, then send them to fight over and over. I have no idea what that means, so let's just hop straight in. Let's not jump to any conclusions, and let's see how we go. Okay, I just saw a thing here that said build your team as you play. Interesting. Alright, so we have a tarnished coin, interesting, and 2 chickens. It looks as if you discover every turn. It looks as if this is the Discover Brawl, the was it Blackheart's Treasure Brawl? I don't even remember. I did a video on it. I don't even remember. This is the Blackheart's Treasure Brawl, but remade. So you can pick any class. Is that how it works? Interesting. Let's just keep doing it. Pick a new card for your hand, and there we go. Okay, so we have chicken. This won't do a lot of work against chicken, although this is fast. I think I'll pick the bluegill. And do I coin out a second chicken? When you play a card, shuffle a copy into your deck. Oh, okay. So whatever you play, it'll go back into your deck. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's gain some tempo. Now you return to your deck and read. What the heck? Hand refills with spare parts. Played cards go into deck. Question. A lot of questions. I really like it. I really like how different this is. But we will see what actually comes of it. Seems like because of the 1/1 chickens, a class like Rogue would be quite good because the chickens just keep coming back to hand and then you get to whack them down. But you know, a life tap wouldn't be too bad either, in my opinion. Okay. Panther, Fighter. I think Panther. Okay. Fighter's okay actually, but I won't be able to play it until turn 5. I think I pick Panther. I develop 1 chicken and I buff this chicken and start clearing the board. Yeah, I wonder. Okay, so it's not just spare parts. Your hand can also refill with coins. That's interesting. Your hand can also refill with coins. Does it mean? Interesting. Can your hand go above 4? I think we'll have to wait and see. Watcher. You picked a Watcher? Do you have some sort of a taunt giver in there? Why would you pick a Watcher? That's interesting. Anyway. I should try and stop saying that's interesting over and over and over again. 1 health minion's probably not so good in this mode. I could coin Sarad. Probably not that good actually. I think I'll just go Mogashan. Mogashan or Argus? Mogashan is good now, but Argus will be good later, I feel. I think actually that I pick the Argus. Yeah, just thinking about it. And I can clear some more board. Yeah. Okay, so your hand gets replaced. By stuff from your deck, plus some random spare parts and coins. Which means that you don't play it, you lose it for next turn. Well, you're not guaranteed to lose what you don't play the next turn, but you may lose it. Don't count on what may happen next turn. So it's less about lining up your turns and more about making the most powerful plays now because your hand is going to be refilled. I wonder. Is that it? I don't know. We'll have to play more and see. Okay, Wolf Rider is nice, although there are a number of chickens, but Clockwork is also nice. Honestly, I think Wolf Rider is still good. Or even the Tide. No, I don't want the Tide Caller. The Clockwork is nice, but I already have spare parts. I think I'm taking the Wolf Rider. And I'm just going to do some more chicken clearing duties. Yep. And I will give him some more health and make it hard for my opponent. And this is a way, these spare parts and coins are a way for you to spend your hand. To spend your mana, sorry, because you're gonna lose the spare parts anyway. So you might as well, like, there's no reason to keep them. Yeah, so let me note that down. No reason to keep the coins or spare parts. They don't stay with you? Question mark. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, I would really need some AoE. This mode also seems to favor like highly aggressive push out of the board. You know, very tempo-y sort of plays, but you never know. I can't know for sure. Well, not until we have played it all out will we know for sure. I think Mogshan is best here. The others just a little too easy to take out, I think. Okay, you know what? I'm going to chicken, taking my own advice here. Coin Argus. I don't need to Argus this thing. I just use this thing to clear the chicken. I don't want that angry chicken to enrage and somehow hit me in the face. That's why I Argused. I don't want the angry chicken to somehow hit me in the face for 6 damage. Is that what happened? Here we are. Yeah, angry chicken. I think the skull is obscuring what the text is, but I think it says enrage, gain 5 attack, +5 attack, something like that. Ooh, okay. Trade Prince, interesting. Welcome. I can take care of the Trade Prince. I don't think I'll be playing any spells. He's going to gain copies of my spells. I think I'll be clearing the Trade Prince. Ooh, the Maiden is really nice. Yeah, Maiden is excellent. 8 attack. I have just right 8 attack. Although I could do this. I could give him a Whirling Blades. Do I care if he gets a Whirling Blades? I think I sort of do. Yeah, let's just clear. I can do the Whirling Blades, or I can armor up. Armor up. Yep. I can armor up now, and then I can play a Jungle Panther. Life tap is a little irrelevant. Let me write again. So Rogue is probably stronger in this mode since weapon sticks around. I don't know if I life tap with Warlock, whether that if I don't spend that card, will they just get thrown back? Will I just keep getting a four card hand? That's the question. And I think if that's the case, you only want to life tap in the late game. Interesting. This is why I have Wolf Rider. It's not too bad. I can handle that. Yeah, I think Rogue is probably good. Warrior is probably good. Pally, anything with any hero with more long-lasting hero power. But again, it's hard to say. Do I pick Kodo? Yeah, I think I pick Kodo. Pick Kodo as a finisher. Okay, Argus. I will do this and this and coin. The Argus, using this to remove. Yeah, I know. This will protect my Wolf Rider from the Rogue's Dagger. So I think that's a pretty good situation. Yeah, this is a really interesting and challenging mode. It's like you draft your deck as you play. I really like it. I really think it takes skill and foresight and sort of, you know, you may be behind now, but you may discover into a card that will really flip the game for you, you know. And that could also make decks such as Mage quite powerful. Okay. So yeah. Well, I think the Iron Beak here is good. Silence off the whatchamaface. Now I don't think I'll. Oh, I could tap. Yeah, let's do it. For science. You tapped into a chicken. And I think I still play the chicken. No, let's give armor plating to my Iron Beak out. This is still a dangerous body that I need to deal with. And I don't know. I'll think of something at some point. But The silence was the main thing. Being able to silence the trade prints. I think another note. Mechanics still favoring. Discover mechanics still favor class cards. I mean, he got 2 trade princes, and that could have been he discovered 2, or could have been he discovered 1, and then it came out of his deck when you know when the hand is refilled. So it's hard to say. Okay, now this thing is going to be problematic. Mukla, I don't want Mukla. Fell Cannon is actually probably really good here. Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with the Raider. The Voldia Raider is the main culprit, I feel. I can't let that stay alive. It's going to do too much to my board. Now, I think actually that I start Kodoing up. Oh, that's good. The charge will be helpful. I think actually that I spend the charge to kill a chicken. He only has, if I kill the chicken, he only has the 5/6, and that can challenge one of my Kodos. And maybe you could say it was worth, you could say it wasn't worth, but I think given that your hand gets emptied and refilled at the end of every turn, it's probably worth just spending whatever you got. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to be problematic. Okay, yeah, I know. So I can't coin. Gormok could work. I think Gormok is probably the play here. So what do I want to taunt up? I want to silence this. I'm not going to cast a spell at this point. That was a little poor, I think. Because now I can coin Gormok, but it doesn't kill anything. I think I just tap. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. I don't think it's... How harmful is it? At 10 mana to give my opponent... I think it can be still quite harmful, especially against Rogue, to give them combo cards. So I think it was still correct there. But I do need to deal with this Trogg thing. And learning from my opponent... Spell-based cards and mechanics stronger in this mode. Yeah, spell-based cards and mechanics are stronger in this mode because your hand is always refilled. Filled with parts and coins. Yeah, your hand is always refilled with parts and coins, so it's almost always a good idea to... Do I have to take... Yeah, I have to take the boom. The game might actually be over, though. You never know, though. You never know. Okay, I do want to clear this. Let's see if I can clear this. That's good. That's good. And I think I do need to run this over. Oh, I can't, though. I can't. Yeah. Because, what's its face? Oops guy. Moga may do the oops. It's not as consistent. Be quiet. It's not as consistent as playing the taunt. The taunt will block at least 7 damage, and that's probably quite relevant to me right now. There we go. See, if he runs into the wrong thing, the taunt is blocking even more than 7 damage because the Moga is making it do funny things. Moga is making people do. There we go. And if he runs into my, that's fine. That's fine. The Moga is making my making the minions do funny things. So Moga plus taunt is actually pretty strong. Let me write that down. Moga plus taunt is pretty good. Less chance of hitting intended targets, and that gives me an idea for Moga Bolster Warrior deck. And I will try that. I do intend to try that at some point. Parrot is sort of rubbish. Okay, can I win from here? Let's run this in and see what happens. Yeah, let's... I don't think I'm going to get all to the face. I don't think I'm going to get that lucky. Oh, maybe. Into the breach. Are you serious? Alright, let's do it. I'm sorry. Well played. Your Moga won me the game, my friend. I was going to clear the Moga. But he obviously insisted that I go face. That's cool. I'll take it. It's like some sort of insane odds, but I'll take it. Okay, now we are going to choose. Do I have how many Warlock quests? I've got a number of Warlock quests, but I'm not so interested in continuing to play well. Yeah, Bugger. Let's just go with Rogue. Rogue is my bread and butter, so we are going back to Rogue, and I want to see how this goes. Okay, we're back into it. Let's see what our first pick is. Ooh, I like Squire. Nagasi, which is interesting. Interesting for the late game. Very powerful for the late game. Squire is good now. Not as good in Rogue. Demolisher is also good if I can protect the board, and your opponent is not always guaranteed to get removal. Actually, there is no removal in this game. I think I take Demolisher actually. That's another note that I need to note down. There is no removal. You can't draft. You can't seem to draft into spell-based removal. So riskier minions can be considered. Yeah, you can't. I mean, the real removal that I got there was KT is going to win the game for me. The real removal that I got there. And I have learnt from the past that spend your hand. The KT is not going to be in my hand this turn. Save the charge. My hand refills. So the coins, if you don't spend the coins, they're just going to go away. Just spend them. If you can spend them to hero up, just spend them. Yeah. So you can't spend. You seem to be precluded from drafting spell-based removal. You seem to only be able to draft minions. So you might want to think about how strong a certain class's minions are. Now you have to notice actually for Hunter, a lot of their minions are spells. Like To My Side, the Animal Companion is a spell. Ooh, Faceless is going to do a lot of work for me. I like it. Okay. Yep. Take down the Squire. You obviously have a Squire in your hand. This is fine. This is fine. KT will do so much work for me in the late game. I'm happy to pick that up. And Faceless will do a lot of work for me also if my opponent sets up a big taunt of some sort. So yeah, let's see how we go. I'm quite excited by this mode. I hope this mode comes back, like, because this is so different. This mode is so different from like, you know, even the co-op Brawl. I mean, the closest thing to how different this feels is the co-op. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm salty. Damn you. I am salty. That was stupid. Anyway, that's my fault for going off on a rant and then accidentally clicking the screen. The mode is so different. Yeah, so the mode is so different from Brawls before it. The closest thing I can think of is Mechazod. The others have been really more vanilla Brawls. You know, just basically it's like different cards in your hand, or the cards do slightly different things. This mode is so different that I think it may actually be rehearsal for a new mode introduced into Hearthstone. I would really like it if this became a new mode introduced into Hearthstone, but we will see. I'm not going to get any secrets. Priestess is actually pretty good, I think. Being able to, no, take Croc. We do not take Priestess. Yep, now we'll swing with my weapon. I think I just developed. And the chickens actually will stay alive because unless they pick up a Pyro, the chickens will tend to stay alive, I feel. Now, do the chickens get replaced? That's another question. Do the chickens get replaced by cards you drafted? Like, are the chickens just, you know, filler cards? Because this is a filler card, this is a filler card, this could also be considered a filler card. So once you draft, say, maybe 8 cards, maybe the chickens stop appearing. I don't remember whether last time the chickens kept appearing or not. I will have to pay close attention. Sprint. Is sprint useful? I feel sprint's a little slow, and I don't think that the sprint will make a difference to my hand. So I am going to develop. Clear the board. Now we have our handy... do I want another chicken? Do I want armor plating? I think I want armor plating on this thing. This is going to be hilarious. It like throws a barrel every turn. It's going to be hilarious. And then I have the KT to follow up, so it's going to be quite strong. We're going to be doing some quite powerful things in a couple of turns. Once we reach turn 8, and you know, luck providing, the KT is still in our hand, you know. Would really like to pick up a taunt at some point, something like that, or even an Argus, because that enables KT to do a lot more interesting things. Because we can taunt up the turn beforehand and then drop the KT. Not the best, but... You serious? That's pretty cool. I'm very tempted. Let's do it. I'm very tempted. So I'm going to weapon up. Then I want to discover something else. What'd you give me? Ooh, I did not know that I'm taking totem. So, Sir Finley lets you choose from one of 3 hero powers. It's not totally random. So I am picking totems because I like totems. Because I like. Do I have 6 attack? Sorry, I spent so much time doing silly things. I think I probably do. Yeah, I can take this down. There we go. Now I'll save the charge, and I have totems now. The taunt totem will be great. The healing totem will be great because this is such a minion-focused brawl. I really like it. This guy's really cool. I think he fits most well in a rogue deck or in a warrior deck, where you can. You can equip a weapon. I mean, rogue. I think it fits most in a rogue late game. But me being like a rogue guy. Like, you think it's surprising at all that I'm saying that? I don't think it's surprising at all that I'm saying that. Colosseum, no. I think the Tide Hunter combos really well, but I think I just take the War Golem. I like the Tide Hunter because then I can fill the board. Yeah, let's fill the board. I'm not overly concerned about... I have to remember that I can't refill my weapon. I'm going to start summoning a load of things. I will trade Sir Finley into this and develop a second demolisher. Now, filling the board is not too bad an idea. Like a zoo could, or like drafting zoo style, and I might try that next game actually. With Warlock, can also work since you can't draft into spell-based removal. See, everything that we're drafting into is minions and not spells. I think this mode would be so much more interesting if you could draft into spells, but obviously, you know, interesting. Well, this is why I have Faceless Friend Manipulator. Okay, I stand corrected. You can draft into spells. What the hell is going on? Maybe I'm just insane. I do want the backstab. I will take a copy of our friend the Ysera, and we will clear this thing. I'll give him armor plating. Probably should have backstabbed. Would have allowed for a full clear. Probably should have played the hero power also. Yeah. When it comes to backstab, always spend it. Yeah, because it's a free card and it goes away. Remember. So I need to keep remembering. Remember, your cards go away at the end of turn. You can afford to be wasteful. Yeah. Okay, second Ysera, that's fine. Not too concerned. Okay, are you going to Nightmare into my Ysera? I think so. Yeah, you're feeling the threat, but that taunt is so important for you. So this will draw him 2 new cards into his hand. And that can make a difference because the Yseras will give you... I don't think I want card draw. I think that the Shattered Sun makes the most sense. Oh, it's not dead yet. Interesting. Hit. I'll do this. Okay. I have 9 mana. I have 9 mana's worth of plays. I think that's probably what will happen.
Is there trouble? Don't mess with us.
And I will buff the Laughing Sister because it is spell immune. Even though, I mean, it's very likely that my opponent has drawn some spells from the Yseras. So we will see what happens. This will buff it out of Ysera Awakens range. Ysera Awakens will also hit my Warlock opponent for 5 damage, which is not a bad thing at all. Faceless on this would actually be great. But I think the correct, the play we make now, the play we make this turn is KT. I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, you draft for Ysera, you have to spend your whole turn playing it. And I mean, you know, yeah, you get some dream cards. That could be good. Let's see if you have any neat. This is also immune to dream, like the dream card itself. And that is obviously handy.
Is there trouble?
Okay, so you got a Laughing Sister as well. I'm not so concerned about clearing your board. I'm more concerned about going for face. If there's somehow I can push for face damage, that would be really nice. Yeah. Okay, come on. That was good. That was a good hit. Deadly is nice. But I don't have a weapon. That's silly. I'm taking the Stormwind. Okay. Yeah, we trade it all in. Because we will get it all back. We will get it all back. Welcome to the world of KT. Buff KT's health, actually. Now, how many things died? I traded this, Demolisher. I traded Demolisher and the Boar. So I can probably, the 2 things will resurrect. I can probably play this, yeah. Bring him back. Yep. Working as intended. Now this thing needs to be traded into by all 3 of his minions unless there is some sort of a dream shenanigans. But dreaming this, for me, not such a bad thing because then I can just play it again and then rebuild my board and play it again and rebuild my board and play it again and rebuild my board. So I don't know how useful dream is against that. I think it's actually more effective to clear my KT. And you do have to clear the KT because if you clear anything else at this turn, the KT will just bring it back. So we will see. I don't know if it was the best idea actually to switch my hero power to Totemic Call. Probably better as rogue to keep your hero power. So I think I'm correct. I think you can draft into spell-based removal. Yeah, you can draft into spell-based removal, but it seems quite rare. I don't know. It just seems a little. Okay, so you've got a Nightmare your Ysera to kill my KT. That's fine. That makes sense. Fan of Knives would be so good here. Or oil, actually. Oil would. Well, yeah, I need my weapons. Oh my god. Okay, probably not a good idea to have switched into Totemic. But we do it for the science, and the fan is not so great anymore. The Sunwalker is actually going to be pretty good. Yeah, I think I take the Sunwalker. Now, can I deal 5? I can deal 5. I should clear one of these Yseras. Now I'll drop the Sunwalker. And actually, I can clear this thing as well, and I think it's probably a good idea to clear this thing. I don't want him gaining any undue health. He will just gain 1 health from my clearing of it. And any sort of Ysera Awakens shenanigans will deal damage to him as well. So that's actually quite dangerous for my Warlock opponent. Because at any given point, hey, I can switch my hero power again. I forgot about that. He will come back into the hand and I can switch my hero power again. That's fun. And I'm also noticing now that the chickens tend to go away. The chickens have stopped appearing. I don't know why. There must be some sort of algorithm behind it, but yeah, the chickens have stopped appearing. Maybe one of you guys have been tracking what's actually been happening. I've just been talking about the brawl. Yeah, and I'm noticing this is a fairly long form brawl. Like the games end up taking a while. Okay, so you got Awaken, just fire, you do 5 damage to your face. I will take that. I will always take that. Okay. Okay, come on. Clockwork works. Clockwork will be quite good actually against my opponent building a big hand. So let's see what we find. Ooh, Steady Shot is so good against a Steady Shot is so good against a Warlock. This is such a fun card. I think I'm gonna feel obliged to put Sir Finley Murgleton in every single deck that I make. It's such a fun card to switch your hero power. And you know what? With a rogue and with brewmasters, can you think of the possibilities of oh, you got a Clarissa, interesting. Think of the possibilities of Brew plus Finley. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, it's just gonna keep getting dreamed, that's the problem. And he doesn't have as many Yseras. What I would really like now is a Vanish. If I could find a Vanish. This is going to be problematic. The pings on ETC is not going to be helpful. I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done. Let's see what I find from the ECT, but I think I'm just going to concede this game. The Ysera and the Teresa is going to deal a little too much damage. Unless I find some sort of... ooh, okay, now we're done. Yeah, well played. I got my win, so that's fine. Okay, so we got a 1-for-1. Yeah, those 3 Yseras did a lot of work for my opponent. Let's do one more game. Yeah, this will be a longer form video. Let's do one more game. I'm interested in trying out the Warlock Zoo style. Okay, we're back into it. I've decided to skip some of the you know, my opponent picking the discover nonsense and me picking the discover nonsense. I mean, I'll try to be quick. Ooh, Zoo style. Okay, if I'm thinking Zoo style, Tiny Fin is pretty good. Void Terror is actually going to be quite excellent, I feel. Just to eat the chickens and become a big threat. Yeah, stop telling me. I don't need you to tell me every single time. Yeah? Oh, I could have coin tapped. Damn it! Don't forget to spend those coins. Oh, old habits die hard. Don't forget to spend those coins on tapping. Don't forget. Yeah, don't forget to spend those coins. I could have gotten a free tap there. Although I don't know how much of a difference that would have made, because my tap there could have, the card could have, well, it wouldn't have been a 0 cost card. I don't have 0 cost cards, so yeah, maybe that wasn't the best idea. You know, I mean, would have just cost me 2 health. Maybe sometimes the mistakes you make are actually correct plays. Dark Bomb. Yeah, I'm taking Dark Bomb. Hard removal. I'll take it every single day of the week, my friend. Every single day of the week. And I won't be spending the dark. Yes, I know. You told me that already, didn't you? Is this thing just broken? Yeah, I know. Can you tell? Can I like turn these tutorial things off? Yeah. So quicker cards. The Alex is nice. It's tempting to pick the Alex, but the Alex takes your entire turn, even when you're at 10 mana. So I don't know how prudent that is. Okay, yes. Oh, interesting. You're buffing the Scarlet Crusader instead. I wonder why. This will always cost 8. That's not great. Ship's cannon, I think. Yeah, ship's cannon. I can also draft some pirates. I have an effective 10. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this first, and then I'm going to coin out the ship's cannon. It's better to have two things that challenge this rather than. I mean, I think it's just better to have two things because one thing becomes very weak to deadly shot and weak to just hard removal, whereas two things they're weak to AoE, but hunters don't tend to have AoE that deal 3 damage. AoE area of effect spells. You can have explosive shot, which is 5 and 2, but not. And you have that other multi-shot thing that I don't even know what it's called. It hits the one in the middle for 2, and the others. It's like explosive shot junior. Hits for 2 in the middle, and then 2 for each for each side. So explosive shot junior, hunters can't have a hard time dealing 3 damage consistently. They can use Huffer, but Huffer is best for going to face. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I think I'll spend the Dark Bomb on the chicken just to. Ooh, Jeeves. No, I don't want Jeeves. No. Echoing, however, is excellent with Whirling Blades. But I think I still do this just to protect my board. Echoing. Yeah, echoing is great. I could imagine Wormrest Agent, not Wormrest Agent, the one that the Dragonkin Sorcerer. So anything that benefits from buffs, is worth drafting. E.g., Echoing Ooze, Dragonkin Sorc, the Lightbanes. Interesting, you've got that in your deck. Okay, but you can't inspire just yet, so I wonder what you're planning to do. You're gonna give it more health? It doesn't make it. I have 6. You might as well, yeah. I can't fold that play. You might as well. You're gonna lose the cards anyway. Okay, Tinkertown. Is that a mech? No, it's not. Am I likely to draw into a mech? I think so, actually. I think I stick with Tinkertown. This is the zoo mentality. Yeah, I'm going for zoo. Yeah, is this it's not a... I'm surprised that this isn't a mech, to be honest. I really think that it probably should be considered a mech. Health or chicken. Health doesn't deal damage. This does deal damage. So yeah, always... Yeah, I'm making the slower play here. Yeah, so hopefully I can draft into a mech and this will do work for me. So this zoo style, we'll see how it goes. I probably will need some healing as well. The game, I mean, especially against Hunter, you'll need a certain amount of healing just to offset the continual hero powering. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. That's also fine. Gives me an excuse to run the ship's cannon in. A bomb. Oh, Nullifier is really nice actually to protect my board. And I think I will protect the ship's cannon actually and play the Nullifier, making it very difficult for my opponent to get through. This thing challenges Hover very nicely, and anything else is a little slow. So we should be sitting fairly pretty. Unfortunately, didn't pick up any spare parts to use with the Echoing Ooze. I can wait on that, or I think I drafted a Shattered Sun. Well, that was last game. Everything seems to just flow together now. I'm sort of losing my mind, and is that surprising? I don't think so. That's an interesting draw. I'm going to leave it alive like I usually do. It's not something I want. I don't want the... Ooh, Reno is nice. Will Reno trigger? I'm going to say no, and I'm going to go with Squire. Probably not the strongest play. I could be wrong, but I don't think Reno triggers in this situation. I can tap, but let's just develop the board. Yeah, I don't even know. If someone else can play Reno in this mode, I'm actually interested in winning this game because I need to do this for the Warlock quest. How does Reno even work in this mode? Yeah. Although Reno would be nice if it worked, but I can't be sure, and I'm not drafting. If that was, you know, pick between XYZ, and anti-heal bot, I would take anti-heal bot every single time because just because of the heal, just because of what it does. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice, actually. The light does compel you indeed. And now we have two big taunts. And I am going. Oh, should I tap? No, tap at the start. What am I going to tap into? I could have tapped and then traded something off and then played that instead. Yeah, I think it was a bit of a misplay that turn. This is going to be great though, because the hunter is obviously drafting a ton of death rattle cards. Every single time there's a death rattle card, this thing, like with a death rattle minion on the board, it becomes good value. With 2, it becomes insane value. 3 for a 4/5 taunt is like Senjin Senior. And this thing challenges so many things. It means that the sneeze will have to come into it. If I pick it up again, it becomes a 5/6 taunt, which is like, hey, cool, I'll take that every single day of the week, because the 5/6. Why don't you? Oh, you're keeping the mad side alive. I understand. Okay. LJ will do good work. Do I want LJ? I can repeatedly play LJ to. I think I have to do this. I will save the LJ, however, and I will tap. I'll save the LJ for. Ooh, there we go. This works. Whirling Blades works. I will leave these guys up. Although I could trade Chicken in. I'll trade Chicken in to pick up, play an Argent Squire. And I can't buff this. I'll buff this one, and I'll just go face. Oh, I got a second Whirling Blades. Wasn't watching what I was doing, but that's okay. At least I caught it before it was too late. Now we have a very, very strong board, and one of these things is going to have to go into my nullifier, and you can't. I don't know how the hunter's going to deal. I mean, you could unleash for plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but not actually plus 7 because you already have 3 minions on board to be unleashed for plus 4. Interesting to realize that unleash is less powerful the bigger the hunter's board is. So you could unleash for plus 4, and that's still not quite enough. You could have some skill commands in hand. Interesting, so that didn't work. Interesting. We still have a lot of threat on the board. You're pretty much going to have to clear my Tinker. I can deal with Vol'jin quite easily with my Scarlet Crusader Jr. 2/1 Divine Shield Argent Squire. Oh, halfway on our way to becoming Scarlet Crusader. Yeah, it's fine. The thing with Sneeds is it's so slow. It is so slow that you can't really, like, it's difficult to. Ooh, 20 medic. I like 20 medic. No, I think I'm taking 20 medic. Okay, I'm definitely doing this. I don't want you double pinging me, so I think I am doing this also. I think I do this. 20 medic tap. Probably could have afforded to do that before I tapped. I'll play Chicken here and eat these two. And I'll give Whirling Blades to 20 medic, because then if he trades the Sneeze into it, the Sneeze will have to die. Although there are merits for and against that. There we go. We have LJ to buff up our health back to 15 if we need be. LJ is such a good card. So the rest of my hand is Zoo, and I have LJ just in case I need to, heal up. Yeah, and we have lethal on the. Okay, the Sarad, it's a little slow. We have lethal on the board. There's 9 damage on the board. I don't think it's going to stay on the board. It's definitely going to be traded away. Oh, Valen's interesting. I could be dead, actually. If you have Thingo skill command, that can be quite problematic. Now, are we done? We're not quite done. A Dark Bomb would be so good here. Because I could add 4 damage. I can give Whirling Blades Dark Bomb. Would be so good here. Give me. Actually, no. Yeah, I'd need to tap into a Dark Bomb. Yeah, okay, I need to tap into a Dark Bomb. Elven Archer also works. I'm looking for the lethal here. Let's tap. Okay, no such luck. Okay, we may have lost actually. We may have lost. Oh well, that's what happens. We'll shoot. Clear. Any source of spell damage will end me. This is 13, and 2 more will end me. So I need to I think we're pretty much done. If there's any source of spell damage, because this thing buffs the spell damage by so much, any source of spell damage will end me. Yeah, no, be quiet. So yeah, I had to tap for the Dark Bomb. If I found the Dark Bomb, we would have won. If I'd been able to draft something, I would have won. Yeah, there we go. That's basically spell damage as well. Yeah, we're done. Alright, well played. We'll take some more practice to play this. This is this long form, quote unquote, long form brawl. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with the brawl. I'm pretty happy with the first impressions. You know, I didn't win a ton of games, but that's not really what it's about. It's about giving you guys some first impressions and some initial analysis and strategy for how you might approach this brawl. Okay. So let's finish up. I want to thank you guys in advance for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I do this with love. Any gestures of appreciation mean a lot. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you have a fun time with the brawl. And this is No Dust signing off.